Wassup YouTube, PokePrimer here, proudly ready to deliver you our team builder for week number, what is it now, 7, I believe, in the NPBA. Yeah, we're in week 7, holy shit, we're in week 7 already. God damn, it feels like just yesterday we started this baby up, holy shit. But we are here in week 7. This week we are taking on Justin and the Toney Typhlosions. We've been doing alright this season, you know, pretty much almost 50-50 for the most part, win-wise. But we're doing alright. I'm actually recording this before I have my week 6 battle, so I don't know the statistics, obviously, of that just yet. But we'll get there at some point. Anyways, we have week 7's battle ready to go. Week 7's team ready to go, I should say. Because my opponent... we have both not made any trades recently, and the trade deadline was the end of week 6, so yeah, so nobody made trades, so I can make all of these. So yeah, I'm just bulk recording all these team builders so that they're done and out of the way. I figured it would be a good time to do that since I have some extra free time. But my opponent's team is probably one of the most offensively scary of the entire league. Like, when I say that this man has some of the scariest offense I've seen, holy shit. He's got, which I don't understand how we didn't ban this thing in the first place. It's banned for next season, but it slipped through the cracks somehow. He's got Mega Lucario. He's got Gliscor. He's got Victini. He's got Salamence. He's got Slurpuff, Tangrowth, Hitmontop, Claydol, Muck, Luxray, Ninjask, and Rotom Wash. Now, for this season, we did have Speed Boost banned. I don't remember why. Somebody had just brought up the potential of banning Speed Boost just to see what kind of different things we could see from people if we banned Speed Boost. I don't know why we did it. I think it's kind of silly in my opinion. But nonetheless, it is banned. So no Speed Boosting Ninjask, baton passing bullshit. But still, Ninjask is kind of scary because it's one of the fastest mons alive with base 160 speed. Very little things outspeed it, so we're going to have to find out alternate ways of beating it if he does bring it. He's got 2 potential rapid spinners in Hitmontop and Claydol, which is kind of scary. He could potentially, I believe, defog with Salamence, and he could potentially defog with Gliscor. So he got a lot of ways of hazard removal, so I have to be cautious of that and keep my Stealth Rocker, which you see in front of you, alive throughout the match. Gajeel here is a little bit scared of this match because of Mega Lucario, because it's one of the few things in the game that could potentially one-shot him, even with Filter. It has the potential to one-shot. If he runs a max speed Timid or Jolly set, we should be safe, but if he runs a max speed Adamant or Modest set, we are in trouble. But I'm going to actually pull my damage calculator up on my second monitor because I want to look at these live so I'm not wrong. So we're going to pull up Mega Aggron. Standard OU Tank versus Mega Lucario. These are all out attacker. So right here, we're going to look at the spread that we built. Even with this spread, I want you guys to know, we do get 2 KO'd by Jolly Close Combat, which is actually kind of frightening. Like, it does 59 to 70%. That's kind of fucking disgusting. Okay, let me just make note of that. It doesn't kill us, but it hurts a lot. But yeah, so if he's Jolly max attack. Close combat does 59 to 70% to us. If he is timid, max special attack. And say he runs something like Focus Blast. Say just for, if he runs Focus Blast, if he's timid, adaptability, Focus Blast, even with a Careful Nature, which we have, and 248 HP, we cannot live a Focus Blast. Focus Blast is minimum 100.5%. Yeah. So basically, he has one of the few things that can beat, that can actually like 100% defeat Mega Aggron, which is disgusting to think about. But nonetheless, we have to go about things in a different way in some cases. We're gonna have to first take some time to scout. We have to find out if he's physical or if he's special, or if he's mixed. We'll have to take some time to find out. If we end up sacking 1 or 2 months to do that, that's just gonna be what has to happen. I'm not too worried about it. I feel like there's a situation where this thing might try to switch in on us, and if at that point, you know, we could potentially get a Thunder Wave off on it, just while we're running the Thunder Wave, potentially slow down the Mega Lucario. If I find out that it's physical, we can, and we have enough HP, I can go ahead and sit this thing out in front of it, click Thunder Wave, and then click Earthquake the following turn. Or if my rocks are down at that point, set up my rocks. If I have to sacrifice Gajeel and get my rocks up, then I will do it. Gajeel, honestly, this week doesn't do too much for us. I wasn't able to pack a lot of coverage because I had to have Thunder Wave, I had to have Stealth Rock on there. I needed both of those moves, so I couldn't pack as much coverage as I normally would. Normally, I would have, like, Ice Punch, because my one has 2 4x weaknesses to Ice, and I would love to take advantage of that, but I need the Earthquake for the Mega Lucario, 100%. It'll hit the Victini, it'll hit the Buck, it'll hit the Luxray. It hits a lot of things on my opponent's team really hard. And then I needed to have the Iron Head there for the Slurpuff. If he tries to Belly Drum Slurpuff Sweep Me, that's another thing I need to keep Aggron alive for. If he tries to Belly Drum Slurpuff Sweep Me, he can't beat me 1v1 with Slurpuff. I can go in there, I can hit that thing with a Thunder Wave, which could severely cripple it. And then I could also hit that thing with, then I can just start hitting that thing with Iron Heads. The most damage it can do to me is with, like, Drain Punch, and it still doesn't even do half to me. If it's, like, it's a standard, what is it? Slurpuff. If it's a standard Jolly Max Speed Belly Drumming set, even if he has Drain Punch, which I don't even know if he gets Drain Punch, I'm pretty sure he does. Even if he has a Drain Punch at +6, Drain Punch barely has a chance to 2-KO me. And an Iron Head, does Iron Head 1-hit? Yeah, Iron Head has a good chance to 1-hit KO it. So if I can Thunder Wave it, I can then hit it with Iron Heads, be pretty much GG at that point. If it comes in on rocks, even after a Belly Drum, even, it'll be down to like 75%, so an Iron Head will take it out. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm not necessarily scared of Slurpuff in any fashion. It's not frightening to me, and that he has to run Drain Punch. He has to, because of Mega Aggron. If he doesn't run Drain Punch, he's a fool. He's a fool. But yeah, Gajeel is here doing what Gajeel does best, trying to wall things. Mega Lucario is the biggest threat. If we can get past Mega Lucario, Mega Aggron does a good job against my opponent's team. But we'll see what happens. Next up, we have Loxus R. Raikou holding a Choice Scarf with max speed for with a modest nature. Max special attack. Great stuff. The reasoning for this spread is the 2 fastest things on my opponent's team are Ninjask and Mega Lucario. Ninjask is in a speed tier all its own. Mega Lucario obviously can't be scarfed. So all I need to do is have anything is outspeed his next fastest mon, and then make sure I have a scarf so that I can outspeed the Mega Lucario, right? Mega Lucario's priority doesn't even do half to me. Extreme speed at most does like 44% to my Raikou, which is fantastic. I will outspeed him and hit him with an Aura Sphere, which will really, really hurt. Obviously, a close combat would kill me, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I can hit that thing with an Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere will do really, really good damage to it. It does like 76 to 89%, which is really huge. And being able to outspeed that thing is even better. If it kills me, if it's taking any prior damage, it dies. If it does end up killing me, then I have other things to take care of it. Still, this thing does good work to my opponent's team. We have HP Ice for the Gliscor and the Ment to one-shot them, respectively. We have the Volt Switch Thunderbolt combination for quick dominant switching, because a modest Thunderbolt and a modest Volt Switch are going to hurt just about anything. I mean, obviously, it won't hurt the tank growth too terribly. It won't hurt, the Luxray too terribly. But still, it's damage. And then, obviously, both of them are going to hurt the Rotom Wash. I thought about running HP Grass over HP Ice, but HP Ice is so much more useful. And I believe if it's a standard... It's a standard physically defensive Rotom Wash. A Volt Switch will do 32 to 38%, and a Thunderbolt does 41 to 49. HP Grass does in between there. It does 36 to 44. So at that point, Thunderbolt is a better move overall. So HP Ice works better on the move slot for this week, and that's going to be our Raikou. Next up, we have Giovanni, our Life Orb Persian. Decided to run 232 speed with a Intimidator this week. This allows us to outspeed the Mega Lucario, so it would have to go for priority against us, which I believe we do live. Don't quote me on that, but I believe we can eat a Bullet Punch, which is what he would have to go for. I mean, a close combat would kill 3 of us, but we can live a Bullet Punch. So we are rocking a moveset of Hyper Voice, Icy Wind, HP Ground, and Petal Dance. So Icy Wind is there for lowering speeds. It gets Technician boosted, so it'll do big damage to the Salamence and the Gliscor, which is good to have. Hyper Voice is there for stab. It'll do decent damage to a lot of his team. Hidden Power Ground is there, so we have something to hit the Mega Lucario. It will actually do 77 to 91%. So it has a really good chance to do big damage, and we could revenge kill the Mega Lucario with Persian in certain situations, which is great. We also have the Petal Dance, which was actually an old event that happened a while back. There was an old event about Meowth that had Petal Dance, and Petal Dance is actually really good for us this week because of the Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash will not appreciate a Petal Dance coming from a max special attack Life Orb Destroyer of a Persian here. Let me actually find Petal Dance here. Let me just check and see how much this is actually going to do. If he's standard Fizz Death, Petal Dance will do 67 to 79% to the Rotom, which is great. It's huge damage. Big damage. I love it. Love the damage. Rotom Wash actually can't one-shot us either, so we would outspeed the following turn and then do even more damage to it. Let's just say he's not defensive at all. We have a Chanced Oko. We actually have a Chanced Oko if he doesn't have HP investment. So he would be like offensive. If he's offensive, then we have a good chance. We have a chance to Oko. We would Oko after rocks too. Great stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be our Persian. Our Persian's actually turning out to be a really, really good member of the team. Just the more I look at it, just because of its coverage. Its coverage provides me with a lot of options that I wouldn't normally have with some other mons that I would have potentially picked up. Let me actually see how much this does. Icy Wind, even to like a defensive bulky Mence, does 91 to 108%. Wow. Holy. Oh, do I want to catch a freaking Salamence off guard? Oh, do I want to catch a Salamence off guard? Ooh. Ooh, do I want to catch that thing off guard? With an Icy Winding Persian. Oh, I want it so badly. Ooh, do I want to catch that thing off guard? How much does it do to a Gliscor? Ooh, we kill a Gliscor. If it's a standard Fizdef Gliscor, we kill. 107 to 126. God damn. Giovanni, calm the shit down. Now, how much we do? I'm curious because, alright, we don't do too much. Yeah, I wanted to calc and see how much we did to the AV Tangrowth set that I've normally seen running around a lot on the ladder at least. We don't do too much to it, but that's still, you know, Giovanni's still going to put in a lot of work. Next up, we have Juwan. Juwan, our man. Juwan is going to be rocking max well, almost max HP, 248 HP, max attack with a naughty nature, with 8 into special attack. Now, there's a reason I'm running this set, and it's because of the Gliscor and the Salamence. We're running HP Ice, so I didn't want to run Adamant. I wanted my HP Ices to do a decent amount of damage. If I can actually type today, we are rocking Naughty Nature, max attack, 8 special attack. Bam. So we have, say we're facing off against Mr. Salamence. An offensive breed of Salamence, I would say myself, that you probably have it very offensive. Hidden Power Ice does 92 to 109% to Salamence. And then Gliscor, 82 to 96%. Which is insanely good. I like that damage. That's really big damage. From a mon that they probably wouldn't be expecting to be running HP Ice, so I kind of like it. So it's going to be a nice surprise move to have on our Arcanine this week. We have the Will-O-Wisp. I want to burn some things. I want to burn the Mence. I want to burn the Gliscor if I can catch it on a switch-in before it gets its Toxic Orb. I want to burn the Mega Lucario. That'd be fantastic. If I can go in, if I can switch in, intimidate that thing, and get a burn on it. Ooh, that'd be lovely. Ooh, that'd be lovely. If I can get a burn on the Slurpuff, that'd be godlike. If I can get a burn on the anything that has any form of recovery, that'd be great. Burning the Tangrowth would be kind of nice. Burning the Hitmontop, burning the Muck, not burning the Luxray, that's stupid. Burning the Ninjask, which is also the reason I have Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed does a lot of damage to a Ninjask. Let me actually count that real quick. Extreme Speed does 77 to 92% to a Ninjask, which is good. Great stuff. Even if he tries to Final Gambit me, we would have 48 HP. Final Gambit only does 68% to us, so if we're above 70%, we can live a Final Gambit from max from a Ninjask, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, we'd get the Extreme Speed off first anyway, so he'd be down to like 92.3%, and at that point, it just does like no damage to us. Let's just say we get a max roll Extreme Speed and we drop down to 8%. Yeah, Final Gambit does nothing. So yeah, I'm not worried about the Ninjask. I'm not scared of it in any fashion. So we can beat that thing. Flare Blitz is there for stab. I want to hit something hard. I want to hit a lot of things hard. Tangrowth doesn't appreciate it, even though it's very bulky. Tangrowth does not appreciate a Flare Blitz from a naughty Arcanine. by any means necessary. So yeah, that's gonna be it. It's gonna be our Arcanine for this week. Next up, we have Slurp our Goodra, rocking the Relaxed Nature with Assault Vest, 4 into attack and special attack. Rocking a moveset of Ice Beam, Earthquake, Power Whip, and Sludge Wave. Each week I try to build an interesting move pool for our Goodras to try and capitalize the most on my opponent's team, and I feel like this works. Ice Beam for the Gliscor and the Ments. Earthquake for the Luxray and the Victini. Power Whip for the Claydol and the Rotom Wash. Sludge Wave for the Tangrowth and the Slurpuff. Just good enough coverage for a lot of his team. Granted, we don't hit nearly as hard, but we bulk a lot of hits that we normally wouldn't. We wall Physical Victini entirely. We wall Special Victini for the most part, outside of Glaciate, which I think we still eat. Basically, this set just walls a lot of things on my opponent's team, and we can do a lot of work with it. And obviously, since we're slower, we're gonna have to take a hit first. But at the end of the day, we taking that hit is gonna not matter too much in the long run, because with this speed, we actually speed tie with a min speed Hitmontop. So we actually have a good chance there to outspeed and hurt that thing good. That's going to be our Goodra. I decided to run Gooey as well because of things like Mega Lucario and other things that might hit us on the physical side. We want those things to slow the fuck down and allow my other teammates to potentially pick them off as well. Lastly, we are running a Life Orbed Azelf, rocking the same speed as Persian, so that we can still outspeed that Mega Lucario, so it has to use its priority on us. And if Persian can live it, so can Tech Support, because Tech Support has even slightly more defenses than Persian and more HP, so there's a thing. We have a perfectly mixed offensive set with 232 speed with a Naive Nature, max special attack, and 24 into physical attack. We have Psychic. Psychic is there for the Muck. Psychic is there for the Hitmontop, especially. More so the Hitmontop than anything. We don't have too much to hit that thing, so if I can hit that thing with a Psychic, that'd be great. We have Knockoff just for overall on his team, just to get rid of items. Just for not so much coverage, but it's there for yeah, it's just there for overall support purposes. Nothing too spectacular there. And lastly, last two moves we have are for coverage. Energy Ball. Energy Ball is for the Rotom, entirely for the Rotom. It'll also hit the Claydol too, but it's there for the Rotom. And HP Ice is there for the Gliscor and the Ments. Yeah, Gliscor and Ments are a pain in the ass, and I want to hit them on their 4 times weaknesses, so we're gonna do that. And that is gonna be our team for week number 7 here in the NPBA. If you guys are hyped for another week of NPBA action, please make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I'm PokePrimer.